guys, so in this video right now we're going to talk about real quick some of the tools. This is not all of them, this is just some of the tools that me and Dad have we bought over a period of time that has helped us in getting our planes ready and prepared for flight. First thing I'm going to go over real quick is something really simple you can buy at your local hobby shop. You can buy it. I actually bought this one at Harbor Freight here in the town we live in. And all it is a little, it's a magnifying glass. It's got little gator clips on the end, as you can see. And this right here, guys, it's weighted. So, get some of this out of the way. So when you put it down, I mean, it's weighted. It's not going anywhere. But what this thing is really cool for is when you're soldering wires together, you can hold your wires in here, wrap them up, do your soldering. You got your magnifying glass that helps you look through it, and it holds them together until they're good and tight. Then you can put your loom over them and loom your wires together, make them look all neat and pretty and stuff like that. So really cool little handy deal that I picked up at Harbor Freight. So if you got a Harbor Freight in your area, go by and pick you up one. Very cool, very neat. Get you a soldering iron. We do use soldering irons as well. We have glue guns. I'm not going to pull that out, but we do have a glue gun, hot glue gun. We use a lot of that. Definitely you need to put in your toolbox as well. A lot of glues. Yeah, a lot of glue sticks and stuff. Second thing that I've already done a video on prop balancing. So if you go back a couple of videos, I'll say a couple of videos, probably about 20 videos. I actually did a video of me balancing a prop on one of my airplanes. This thing right here is so easy, so easy to use. You can actually pick these up at your local hobby store, or you can order them online at Horizon Hobby, MotionrC, Grayson, Tower Hobbies, all the hobby stores that sell airplanes. 99.9% of the time they have these in stock. If you're not, you can actually go on Amazon and buy them as well. I believe I actually did get this one off Amazon, but I'm not sure. But anyway, they do have them.
And believe it or not, you do get props that are not balanced.
Yeah, you do. You definitely. We'll go over that again. I'll actually show you how to balance a prop again. But anyway, it's an easy little setup that instructions come with it. How to set it up, how to put it together. It's all in a G in pieces. It's very simple to put together. You got your rod here where you put your prop on. These little pieces right here will separate. You put your prop in the middle. Of course, you have to take one whole end off, slide your prop on, put it together, put it all back together like it's supposed to be. You put it on here, and the prop will actually balance itself out. You'll know which propeller is heavier than the other, and obviously that's the one that's out of balance. But anyway, you need this for your toolbox so you can balance your props out. Very, very useful tool to use.
On prop balancing, I just want to add, you can balance prop one of two ways. You can either take material off the heavy end, or you can add material to the light end. So just be aware of that.
Me and Dad's most of the time get a little piece of sandpaper, 1,000 grit, 2,000 grit, and just sand the back side of it. We'll show you that in the video though, but it's very simple to balance your prop. This is a gauge for your ailerons and for your, well, actually usually for your ailerons, all your flight control, your ailerons, your rudder, your horizontal stabilizer. It's got your in millimeters on one side of it. You just stick this thing to your wing or to your tail, and it holds on there and it tells you where you need to go. All your books that come with your instruction manuals that come with your airplanes will show you and tell you exactly
what your
throws are on each part of your airplane. And this little handy tool here helps you get that. And 9 times out of 10, me and Dad always set it high, and then we go down from there. And we'll show you that as well in another video, how we set up our flight controls with this little handy tool here. Another great tool to put in your toolbox.
Normally, guys, when you get an airplane, you're going to find the throws will be higher than what the book says. And what we normally do is we'll take this and put it on the wing, put the surface back here, and we, according to what the book gives us, that will be our high setting in our flight mode 1. And we'll go to those settings, okay? Keep adjusting in your radio till it gets to those settings. When you get to those settings, then what we normally do is go from the high settings recommended by the book then we go down with our thing, because we're newbies, and we want full control of the airplane without it being erratic and all over the sky.
Yeah.
And that's up to y'all, that's whatever's comfortable to y'all, but this is a handy little tool, and we've been using it quite a bit lately.
Yeah, we couldn't get one for a while there, so we was eyeballing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, this is something really cool to have in your toolbox to set up your airplanes. Another pretty handy tool, I personally have not used this yet, I think RD has, and he can probably explain it to you a little bit more, but this is a tool used to set up your CG, which anybody that flies airplanes know your CG is probably one of the most critical pieces.
It really is.
In setting up your airplane so it flies right, whether it be nose heavy, tail heavy, or whatever. You want that plane to sit level, and your CG is so important to find out in your airplane. And there again, inside your instructions manual on every airplane you buy that I know of, that I've gotten, and that I already have gotten to this point, has in there exactly what your CG should be on your airplane. And this little tool here is exactly what that does. You set it up by what the book tells you, and then a low wing plane such as something like this. It's a flatline P-51. The dad just built this, is what they call a low wing plane. You probably want to set it like this on the top. And with something like a high wing plane, like a carbon cut that's to RD's right here, you'd set it upright on it and figure out your CG. And like I said, every plane has a different millimeter from your leading edge of your wing.
And it's important. It's important to look at your manual. This thing will give you in millimeters. There's a slide. You can slide it in and out with millimeters. and your point that you start with will be right here, and then it should balance on these pegs right here. Now, one thing you have to consult the book on is from where this is. This particular airplane, pick it up, Keith, is not from the leading edge. So if you do it according to the leading edge here, I mean, it's going to be way back. It's going to be way off. It'll tell you in the book. I say consult the book. This right here is the line that you measure from. So what you have to do, instead of setting this against the leading edge of the wing, you have to bring this part back out here in front of the wing, in order to find the correct CG, which is right there.
Yeah, and the manual will tell you.
And the manual will tell you that. But it actually works because I have been playing with this thing, and I can set it according to what the book says and set it on there with the battery installed, and it CGs out nicely.
So very important tool to have as well is probably the most important tool is make sure you have your CG. And this little tool here, it's made out of balsa wood. It's very simple.
Too expensive.
Too expensive because it's
cheap.
Yeah, but it's balsa wood, but it does work, and it'll help you out with your CG. Guys, these are just some of the tools that we use. We have we make our own stands for our planes. As you can see in this right here, it's another cool tool that we use that we made out of PVC pipe and actually pool noodles. I hope the camera's picking this up. But it's another cool tool that we use to build our planes. We can set it up here, it's off the ground. We can open it up, do our wiring inside, and we're not trying to hold the plane and getting all crazy.
You can tilt it and work on it. And
we got bigger ones that come up and down and all kinds of good stuff. But just another little simple tool to help you build your planes the way you want them, and design them and paint them the way you want them, and set them up. So with that being said, guys, these are just some of your basic tools, but very important tools, and probably the three most important tools.
It is. And guys, listen, we built airplanes and we attempted to fly airplanes without any of these tools. And we were successful in some, and we weren't successful in others. But basically, if you want, I have learned that this is a pretty precision hobby. If your flight controls are not precision and you're dead on them, if your CG is not dead on it, these airplanes ain't gonna fly right. So, and these help you get there, like the balancing, like the throws, like the CG. All of these little tools get you to where when you go when you go out to the field or your flying club, that you know and you're confident that that airplane is ready to fly. Recently, Keith and I has went through every one of these airplanes again, and you know what we found from the original time that we built them? Pretty much all the flight controls was bad.
Yeah, we're off.
So we had to completely redo all of them. So these are the things, like I said, we've learned. And we've learned it the hard way. There's $500 worth of airplanes over here on this wall that when we started out, first of all, we started out with an airplane that was way above our skill level. And we'll talk about that in one of the series. But that cost us a bunch of money, and we learned from that. So we decided to slow down, take our time, and start doing it like we should. And honestly, the last times that we have went out, I mean, we've had no problems with flights. I hit a pole with mine on the ground, but that was because the wind was blowing and blew the thing over. So, but anyhow, we'll get into all of that one day. But just know we're trying our best to help you guys that's never done this before get into a hobby that is really fulfilling, it's really enjoyable, but it's a hobby that you got to take seriously. You just can't throw them together and chuck them in the air and they're going to be fine. It doesn't work like that.
Well, they're toys, but they're expensive toys.
Yeah, they're expensive toys.
And you want to take care of them, and you want to get them right. So these are some of the tools that we use. So anyway, if you don't have any of these tools, pick them up at your local hobby shop. Like I said, we do pick up some stuff on Amazon. We have ordered a bunch of stuff from Motion and horizonhobby, motionrc and horizonhobby. So go pick them up. Very useful stuff that we use here at DRAWDY RC and building our airplanes. And you'll be seeing us in the future videos, us using these and us showing y'all how that we use them. Again, guys, thank y'all so much for watching DRAWDY RC. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on this journey with us here at DRAWDY RC. We're learning a lot. We're having fun. We're having a good time. And until next time, we appreciate y'all. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at DRAWDY RC. Please hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends and your family and everybody about DRAWDY RC and the stuff we're doing.
Yeah, help us promote the channel, guys.
We're having
and
a
the
good time.
sport.
Yep, we're having a good time. So appreciate you guys, and until next time, y'all keep a flying. Appreciate y'all.
See ya.